Welcome, brother.
Hello.
I'm looking for something a little, unorthodox.
And what would that be exactly?
I'm looking for lockpicks.
Lock picks? And what would you like those for?
I'd like to practice opening locks.
I'd like to practice opening locks, just for the fun of it.
Well, why not? So you heard I used to be a burglar, did you? I put it all behind me as soon as I took the vows. But I do have a few lockpicks left. I'll trade them for food. Get me a bite to eat, and you can have your lockpicks. Can't say fairer than that, can I?
Well, I don't have any food. Fuck.
Why such haste?
Well, we need to find that fucker then later too. And Mr. Monk.
Attention, brother.
Fuck
In a
you.
rush to pray?
Are they all going to? I think they're all going to sleep now.
Wine barrel.
In a rush to pray?
And it's not the first time.
It's a mystery.
No, it's Lucas.
I'm Gregor,
Hello.
a novice. I saw you at the ceremony.
I know. It was hard not to notice you.
And you are?
Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you. I'm happiest alone.
Well, I heard you like the company of men. Holy fuck!
I'd like
All
to
right,
know something about
that's a
being
good.
novice.
That's a good entrance.
I
Hey,
don't
aren't you a
know
gay
much,
fuck?
But ask away.
Tell me about Antonius.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell. I've never spoken to him. I've never asked about him.
You really don't know anything about anyone? Well, thanks anyway.
Don't get upset. I'm sorry I can't tell you more. I just haven't felt like getting to know anyone yet.
Suspicious
Will
indeed.
you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can tell you.
I mean, where you're from, what sort of life you had before, that sort of thing.
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Lucas. Nothing else matters.
Come on. Is there really nothing at all you can tell me?
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work and prayer, not on who I once was. I never will be again. What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walked through the monastery gates and took our oath. Never forget that.
Oh, I would never.
I've heard that you, that you enjoy the company of men. Is there any truth to it?
What? How do you know that?
I read it in the abbot's book.
What? The abbot's book is locked up in his chambers, and he'd never allow anyone to read it. Did you break in? But why? Just so you could dig something up on me?
I was looking for something else, but I just happened to come across your story.
I guess I read this one once.
You crossed a line that shouldn't be crossed. But don't worry, I won't tell on you if you promise me the same. Yes, you can call me a sodomite, a sinner, a monster, the spawn of Satan. But tell me this, Gregor. Can I help the way I am? I tell you, it's a test of my faith. A test so daunting you can't even imagine it.
Alright, the thing is, guys, we've been here in this cloister before when we weren't particularly allowed to enter. And we've stolen a couple of books, we've read a couple of books, and I guess we still know it from that. You've been led astray by the devil. You've been led astray by the devil. I like that. I like to toy with people. It's not like, oh, you're fine. No, toy with people. Come on, Henry. Make him miserable.
God didn't create you with such thoughts, brother. Devils polluted your mind and led you astray.
I hoped you were different from the others.
Never.
You'd understand, have compassion. But I was wrong. I swear to God, I've never lain with another man. I've never sinned. When my father wanted me to find a wife and start a family, I told him the truth, and he had me sent here. And in a way, I was glad. My guilt had been consuming me, and I knew in the monastery I'd find peace. The Lord sees my soul, and he knows it's pure.
If you could, who would you vote for to be the abbot?
But I can't vote, so what's the point of worry? Ask Antonius.
I'm not gonna tell him about
I'd like
pies.
to ask.
Peace be with you, brother.
Yeah.
True.
I see. Well, that.
Okay. What time is it? Oh, we still have some time. Hello? Novus Antonius. Well, we talked to you already.
What would you like?
I'll be
Slow
in.
down, brother.
I'm interested in.
No one knows much about him. He doesn't talk to anyone. He works, eats, sleeps, then does it all again the next day. It's as if he wanted to get it all over with as soon as possible. By it, I mean his entire life.
That's all.
Interesting.
Slow down, brother.
Pay more attention, brother.
Brother Librarian.
What
Hello,
do you
brother.
desire, Brother Gregor?
You have a weird name.
Is it possible to learn something about the other novices in the library?
Only the abbot and the prior keep such records.
And can I see them?
No. The abbot writes and keeps his records in his chambers, and only he and the prior are permitted to read them.
Is there anything I can do to help here?
I'm glad you asked. There's one thing, a silly thing really. I haven't thought to mention it to anyone before, but not long ago, a brother brought me a crumpled piece of parchment. He says he found it rolled up in a hole in the wall. The thing is, it was a page from Ovid.
Ovid?
Oh no!
What was that? Is it the name of a book?
Not what, but who? Ovid was a great Roman poet. We have a few volumes by him in the library, but one of them vanished one day. Now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when it came to classical literature. If a book had any mention of woman at all, he condemned it as a heretical work. If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love must have been such a thorn in his side that he stole it from the library, tore it up, and hid the pages wherever he could.
Oh, wow. Oh, these are the torn pages. Well, we found already a couple of them.
Oh, would you like me to put the book back together again?
Absolutely. Eustace's wits weren't the sharpest, so I'm sure he didn't destroy any of the pages. I imagine he hid them throughout the monastery. It might take you a while to find them all, but when you do, you can rest assured Ovid will return to his rightful place in the library.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I'll look around for it.
Thank you, brother. It's of no great importance, but if you can find all 10 pages, I'll be most grateful.
Sure thing, buddy.
Can you tell me something about the book?
The Art of Love is a sort of manual instructing young people how to find and maintain love. It's a lovely work. I don't understand what bothered Eustace so much about it, but as I was saying, he considered the book to be immoral and tore it up to stop it corrupting any of his brothers.
Where should I look?
If I knew, I wouldn't have asked you to do it. The pages...
Yeah, fucking hell.
I'd like.
Hmm.
Who's in charge?
Abbot Peter is the...
And what happens when?
Then,
Tell me
Great.
something.
prayer, work...
Can you tell me something about?
Ha! 7th century. The fundamental precepts are obedience,
Do you never want to know?
and what should be.
I'm interested.
It was founded by Saint...
Heretic.
They wanted to...
Yeah, whatever.
What are the roles?
Well, as a...
No. It's not interesting.
What can you
I
tell
don't
me
really
about-
care.
What can I say? You're here to demonstrate...
I meant something specific.
But you know them yourself. Yorick is an odd one, but he's diligent. Antonius is hard-working and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is as quiet as a mouse, and...
Yeah. You will never know anything about me anyways.
You.
Where would you go?
I'm telling you, someone's been creeping around the corridor at night.
Okay.
By saying creeping, he was stomping about like a bear.
That must have been.
Hmm. Alright. Huh. Is there some food? Shit, there's nothing. I stole this one already, I think. Fuck. I shouldn't have been stealing around here before. Siskin.
My name's Gregor, a novice.
You can call me Siskin. Now, are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment? Although it's not important. Welcome to Purgatory.
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough. Soon enough.
Alright, he's pious. He's the fucking pious.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
There you go.
Are you hiding something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me anything about yourself?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smil Flashka of Pardubitz? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And, being the youngest, the lot fell on me. I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me, so I didn't lose out completely.
So did I find pious now? Worldly gods, goods in the monastery. Also completed. What the fuck?
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice, the monastery or nothing. If it had come to that after my father's death, so be it. But to get rid of me while he's still alive?
Yeah, sucks to be you, buddy.
They must have realized you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my my siblings, arguing with the abbot to give it back.
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
Well, hello there. Where's Dad?
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, and then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far, far away from here.
Interesting. Where's your money?
That's all I wanted to know.
Please, keep it to yourself. Especially the part about the coin.
Hmm.
I'm still curious.
It's no big, terrible secret. Really, it isn't. I just go and read during services. There's no time otherwise. I mean, at other times, I don't get to read what I like. And I keep it under the slab so the others don't find it.
I'll leave you be. Don't worry, I won't follow you again.
Thank you. And please, Gregor, don't mention it to anyone.
Well, we'll see.
How is it that you don't get any penance for missing morning prayers?
I've paid off the circators to turn a blind eye. And the other monks don't notice as long as you show your face there from time to time. No one's too awake at that time of the morning.
Nice.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices. Tell me about Antonius.
Oh, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with of course the exception of myself, it would be Antonius. He has a calm soul, he's easy to talk to, and you can always rely on him.
What can you tell me about Lucas?
It's a tricky situation with Lucas. No one really knows anything about him. I've tried so many times to talk to him, but he always backs away like a virgin on a wedding night.
That's all. Thanks.
How would you know how Virgin on a wedding night reacts, man?
Who would you elect?
Most likely Nevlas. He's a fine fellow and he seems honest. But, truth be told, it doesn't matter much to me. The monastery will still be a monastery, no matter who's in charge. If you really want to talk more about it, ask Antonius.
Well, that's...
All right. time didn't really pass much. Damn it. Wait, we can't use a torch. The thing is, we need food. But how do we get to food? Because I'm pretty sure... Shit. I'm neglecting my daily schedule. I think we have to go to bed. Bad. Hey, buddy.
Are you sure that belongs here?
Hey, Yodok,
In a
the
rich
final
grave?
novice.
Greetings, brother. I'm Gregor, and I'm new here.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok, the oldest of the novices. I hope you'll like it here in the monastery and that you won't get into trouble.
I would never do that.
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the order. I suggest you get to know the older monks. You never know when it might come in handy.
Alright, I get to know the other novices.
I'm interested in the other novices. What can you tell me about Siskin?
Oh, he's always got a smile on the new friend. But I reckon he don't belong in the monastery. He spends more time dreaming of the world outside than tending to his duties. I'm surprised he hasn't been thrown out already. If it was up to me, he'd be out on his ear right away.
Sounds like you don't have much time for him.
I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Believe me, Gregor, he's hiding something from us. In fact, now I come to think of it, I haven't seen him at morning prayers for a while.
What can you tell me about...
Uh,
Do you
Okay.
know anything about Antonius?
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father's shop. Antonius is all right. You can rely on him. He won't betray your confidence. He's always happy to help, which is more than can be said for the other brothers.
I'm interested in Lucas.
Nobody knows much about Lucas. He keeps himself to himself. If you ask me, he's got something to hide. I'd keep well clear of him if I was you.
Do you have any grounds for suspecting him of something?
Quite a lot. And also none at all. The circuitors who make the rounds despise him, and they'd never punish anyone without cause.
Alright.
I've read the abbot's book. It says in there that you're not as saintly as you make out. Actually, it seems like you're as lecherous as a boring rut.
You broke into the abbot's quarters to spy on me? You won't get away with it.
I wasn't interested in your opinion about what I did. What interests me is you and what the book has to say about you.
I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm going to report you.
Don't you dare.
Just try it, and I'll smack you so hard your feet won't touch the ground.
No, don't hit me. I won't say anything to anyone, I promise.
Sure hope so.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
He's a bit of a
If there's
pussy.
anything noteworthy to say. I'm just the ordinary son of a landowner, now a monk. There's nothing in my past, present, or future that anyone could find interesting.
Why did you join the...
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not entitled to inherit my father's estate, but he was kind enough to sell off some cattle and send me here. And you know what? I'm glad to be here. It's better than mucking out manure.
Who would...
Why do you...
I'm just interested.
I like John better. But like I've said, it's not...
I'd like... Well,
Alright. So basically, what do we get to do in the cloister? Go to bed. Nasty habits. Yeah. Pages. Well, that's going to take some time anyways. Alright, let's go to bed. Brother Nicholas. Brother fucking Nicholas. We can't talk to Brother Nicholas. Oh, whatever. I get the real bat. Apparently I have a real bat. Okay, but I don't really want to sleep too long. The reason is, we get something to investigate. Alright? somebody is doing the nasty during the night in the cellar. And I would like to know who. I like it how they're all sleeping over here. I mean, and I think this is also quite fairly realistic because a lot of people, when they, back in the day when they were sleeping, they were sleeping on straw, just on the ground. There wasn't really much going on. Do we still see something? Well, yes. Now I'm interested. Somebody's over here. Doing some mischief. Hello.
You've seen us drinking here, so either join in or swear you won't tell a soul. You wouldn't want to end up like Lucas now, would you?
Okay. Now I'll join in.
All right. I wouldn't mind some wine.
That's more like it. Sit down and have a drink, my lad.
So these are normal monks. Curator John and Stibor. Well, let's
What would you like?
wait a second. Yeah. Just sit.
Quite right, brother. Just sit down and drink with us. When the wine runs out, Yodak will fetch more.
All right, I don't have any wine. Can't drink it. Where's Yarak?
Peace be
What
with
do you
you.
desire, brother Gregor?
Well, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
What does it look like? Drinking.
But we're all monks.
Youngster, when you're as old as I, you'll understand.
I report this to the prior. No.
But you're the cicators. You're the ones meant to be keeping order here. How can gambling and drinking be a fitting part of a monk's life?
If you really want to know, see for yourself.
Okay.
All right. Have it your way.
Hey, John.
Ah, Gregor, talk to me.
Let's drink, let's play.
You mentioned Yodok. What does he do for you?
Well, nothing much. He's just a little suckling like you. He'll do whatever it takes to stay on our good side. Sometimes we make use of him when there are errands to run.
Nice. All right, this is unfolding into something really nice, I gotta
Where'd
say.
you get the wine from? I thought the monastery cellars were guarded.
So they are. But this wine isn't from the monastery. Listen, man, would you help us out with something? This cask is almost empty and we need a new one. We're a bit old for such exertions, but you, on the other hand...
Fine.
I'll help you. What do I need to do?
Ha! I knew it. Help Novice Yorick arrange for a new cask. Talk to him first thing in the morning, and by tomorrow night, the cask can be on the table.
All right, I'll talk to him.
About you in the election, will you tell me more about it?
Ask me anything you want.
Tell me something about Nevlas.
Nevlas is weak and toothless. He's full of hot hair. How anyone could think he'd make a good abbot is beyond me. Enough. I don't even want to hear his name again.
All right.
I'd like to know what's going on here.
Well, the young brothers feel they don't have the same rights and responsibilities as we, who have spent much of our lives here. And what of it? Privilege needs to be earned. Nevlas is lying when he says he wants to right wrongs. All he cares about are benefits for himself and his cronies.
And you don't, of course.
I'd like to...
There is something you could do. I'm convinced Nevlas must have done something that would greatly damage him if everyone found out. If he was preaching water and drinking wine, for example.
So I should dig something up on him and tell you about it?
Exactly. But I doubt you'll have any luck. Nevlas is too cunning and careful to give anything away.
We'll see about that.
Once I find something out, I'll tell you. I'd like to help.
Alright, thanks.
Thank you for answering.
Let's drink.
Let's drink.
That's the idea. And what should we drink to?
How about to the abbot?
To the abbot it is. But wait a minute, lad. Which one?
To John.
Abbot John.
That's more like it.
Hurrah! Let's play.
Let's play.
Just the man we've been waiting for.
Okay. Well, I don't have my special dice. But then again, I don't need them. I won.
I'll say one thing, brother. This wine would grace the Pope's table.
I'm not so sure. It's a bit sour. God knows what's in it.
Don't be absurd. It's a first-class cask, direct from Znojmo.
No, I know the taste of a good vintage, and this isn't it. I bet you that wretch Yorick got the casks mixed up.
Nonsense. It's perfectly drinkable.
No, it isn't. It's soon. So, good health.
Good health.
Talk to me, bro.
Hello.
What did you want?
Dig up some dirt.
Dig up some dirt and nibblers. Alright, so we got some new shit to do. But all that's, in the morning. I hope that they are not punishing us now. There you go. Here, up here, I'm free to move as much as I want. Now, speaking of as much as I want. Whoa. This guy's really observant, I gotta say. Yeah. Just a bunch of books. Nothing else really. Maybe Brother said there's something. Just a monk, brother librarian. You get a key. Question is, what are we going to do with the key? It's the key to the forbidden books. Well, we already opened that one. So that's not much of an issue. We can shit and take a shit. There's another monk over here. Only shitty books. And a carrot. Where's the guy with this? Oh, right. Let's pickpocket the novices. Brother from another mother. The one that has some lockpicks. Where's the fucking cunt? There it is. Oh, come on. Where's your... Where are the lockpicks, damn it? I really hope that there would be some lockpicks. Fuck. Brother Nicholas. Maybe we can pick some dirt on him like that. Doesn't look like it. What's in here? Nothing in particular. Monk. Novus Antonius. Shit. But he didn't have anything. But he was quite observant. Alright. Well, I got Lucas. Atomodomus. Yodok. And West. They have nothing. Where's the other one? Where's the first one? SS something. That's suspicious. It certainly is suspicious. But Susuk, whatever his name is again. He ain't here. Alright. 3 o'clock, was it? I guess why not? Alright, 3 o'clock. On time. On fucking time.
You didn't want me fighting. Now look at me. Standing up to evil isn't the same as sowing its seeds. You did what was right.